Welcome to Joe's Astrology. Today is March 14th, Thursday, 2024. And the sun is still in Pisces, moon in Taurus, conjunct Uranus. And I want to talk about the quintile in this episode primarily. The quintile is known as a creative aspect, and we have a quintile between Jupiter and Venus. And I have this in my chart. So I can speak a little bit about it. There's Venus, there's Jupiter. Quintile is 72 degrees. And it is a talent or special skill concerning something with Venus and Jupiter. I can confirm I have skill in games, sports, really creatively using games and sports to for fun, to get away from the competition aspect and more of the art. The art aspect. I'm more interested in the art aspect of sports and the art of the game than the competition aspect of it. So more here we are with the Sun in Pisces, March 14th, Venus in Pisces, more creative energy to harness. I think Saturn, this channel was started under a Saturn Uranus quintile. But here's what Jeffrey Wolf Green has to say in their evolutionary astrology glossary about the quintile phase. Creative transformation. For example, Carl Jung, the famous psychologist Carl Jung, if you look at his overall birth pattern, it is called a quintile chart, a five-pointed star pattern. He took the existing psychology, Freudian, and creatively transformed it, Jungian. That is what this aspect wants to do. When you find it in the crescent phase, of course, it can be a struggle to establish it. Basically, an inability to believe in it because it is so new. For those who want to develop it, it can be a source of great enthusiasm about life, feeling good about things as you develop it because it is utterly new, like an adventure, unfolding every minute. That is how I experience it. I actually spent a lot of time working with this aspect in my life, and it was a very exciting time for my life over a period of 4 to 7 years. And even doing this channel, I've renewed that excitement, I think. So anyone who has quintiles in their chart and you're working with that energy, you should be very excited. So if you can find a quintile on your chart or some or experience a quintile in your life or quintile energy in your life somehow, that's how it'll feel like, an adventure. It'll feel like every day is new. And that's what quintiles do, and that's what we're in right now. A period of creative transformation. That's what it feels like. And I think that energy is going to continue in the next couple months with spring coming in. Let's see what else we have. We still have a Mars-Uranus square with Moon there, Moon and Uranus. So we have like an Aquarius Moon aspect going on today. And anything can happen today. Sudden changes, aha moments, if you want to call them, in the brain. You can just suddenly have a guess it's called an aha moment. I'm thinking of something else. I can't think of it. Um, Revelations, spontaneous revelations. Something I've said, speaking of Jeffrey Wolf Green, I think in his work on Uranus said that when you have these spontaneous revelations, they can be exciting, and the way to test them is if they come. Like let's say you just have an idea come out of the blue today. If they come and then they go, it's not something that should be acted upon. But if they keep coming over time, they start and then they just keep coming and you can't get away from them over a long period of time, it may be something that you want to act on. Let's see. We have Venus moving towards Saturn, and Venus and Saturn is not necessarily a bad aspect. For someone like me who has Venus in a Saturn ruled sign, you might look forward to uh, a Venus Saturn aspect. I know I had good things happen when Saturn transited my Venus. So Venus Saturn isn't necessarily bad. Uh, if you have Venus in a Venus ruled sign, or you don't have a strong Saturn in your chart, this aspect might be a little hard on you, especially with people who have their Saturn return here with Saturn in Pisces. But really, it's just testing your this Saturnian energy in yourself. If you embrace responsibility, if you embrace all aspects of life, then Venus Saturn shouldn't really be too bad. So that's really where the trouble comes into. People that don't have a strong Saturn in their chart, they're just not used to it, and they have lessons to learn around uh, improving the Saturnian or earthly like aspects in their life. Speaking of quintiles, if you haven't seen my Cartman episode, there's a good example of a expression of a quintile, really getting creative with astrology. And I think that will be it for today. Hope you have a good day, and please subscribe to the channel for more great astrology content.